Hi everybody, welcome back. Thank you for joining me again. Today I'm going to start in Design Space, try and streamline the video a little bit. So we are going to be making hair bows with school starting soon. I know a lot of people like to make personalized hair bows for their kids, especially if you've got a specific color that you need to use. It's a lot easier than searching the shops to find what you want. So we're going to be using our Joy today. I know a lot of people have been asking the question, can you cut faux leather on the Joy? And the answer is yes, you can. So today I'm going to show you how to do that. First, I'm going to show you how to find the design for the bow, how to set it up, and then we will have a look at all of our pretty faux leathers. We will cut it, and then I think I'm going to make two, and I will test to see if I use glue compared to a glue gun, which one works out best. So let's get going. First thing we're going to do, click on new project. Right, we go into our images and we are going to search for bow. So remembering that most of what comes up is going to be for cutting from vinyl or paper. So we're going to go under project type and click on 3D. And as you can see, these bows are now different to what we originally saw. So there's a lot of different bows here. You can obviously play around and see which one you want to make. But for today, I am going to be making this one. So I'm going to add that to canvas. Okay, so we're going to make this smaller, obviously. So I've already measured. So what you can do is measure the complete size that you want your bow to be, and then just resize it so that this part of your bow is the size that you want your completed bow to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to ungroup this, and I'm then going to get rid of the bottom two pieces because we don't need them. And we're only going to work with these three pieces here. So I want my bow to be about 7 centimeters. That's still too big. That's perfect. Okay, now for the middle piece, I've learned that it needs to be a little bit longer because faux leather is obviously thicker than paper, and you want it to wrap around it completely. So you're going to unlock it and only change your size. You want your width to still stay the same. So we're going to duplicate that. I'm going to make two bows. And then you're going to decide, do you want your bow to be one color? Do you want it to be different colors? How do you want it to go? So I think I'll make two alternating bows. So for this one, I'm just going to change it to any color. It doesn't matter. And I'm going to change this to match it. And then on the other one, I'm going to do, actually, I don't want this to match this. I want this to match the bottom of the bow. So we're going to change that back. And then on this one, we're going to do the opposite. And it literally is that simple. So when I click on make it, I will show you what setting to use. Okay, so we're going to use this on mat, and I'm going to use the longer mat. And I actually want this to sit this way so that we can use as little of the faux as possible. So I'm going to rearrange it. Okay. Okay, you can see I've already bookmarked it, but if you have not bookmarked it, you would go browse all material, and here under search materials, you would write faux. And as you can see, we've got faux leather paper thin. This is a preset material for the Joy, which shows that yes, you can. However, if your faux leather is very thick, you might have problems with it. Most faux leathers are quite thin. So we're going to select faux leather paper thin, and we're going to use that on more pressure. So what you're going to need for this is you're going to need your faux leather, and I have some gorgeous faux leather from Craft Buddies here. I love this one. You love it. I don't know if you can see that. It's a like a leopard print one, but like a holographic one. Love it. And there's a textured one, so these I've cut on it and I know that it works. Got the beautiful rainbow one. This is like a mermaid. I love that actually. I think I might make something with that. More of a plain one. This one I'm dying to do something with it. We have a beautiful gray one, and this is like a jelly sheet. I'm actually not sure what this is called, but it's not faux leather, it's like plastic, but it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just going to decide what I'm doing. I really like this actually, so I think I'm going to actually do that. I really like that. So what we're then going to do is, I've got my laptop set up here. I need to see how much faux leather I need. I need 13 centimeters by, say, about 6. So this is actually 20. And let's cut it about there. Okay, and we're going to do the same for this piece. Oh, these are so pretty. I'm so excited. I don't know if I told you what you need, but you're going to need some hair clips. I got these at our local craft store. I got these from Craft Buddies, and I got these ones from Craft Buddies. So you get different size ones. We will check just now what we need. We need our faux leather. We need our mat. And then what I usually use is very thin double-sided tape. I obviously don't have right now, so we're going to try it with, this is some book wrap, some sticky book wrap. So we'll do about there. Oopsie. This is just going to protect your mat and help the faux leather to stick a bit better. So I would actually rather have used the double-sided tape like I usually do, but I don't have that. So here we are. So we're going to stick this down onto our mat, making sure there's no bubbles. Let's do it that way. Making sure there's no bubbles, stick that down nicely. Okay, then we're going to peel the top off, like so. And we're going to stick our faux leather down onto this. Making sure it's at the edges. Making sure it's nice and flat, no bubbles whatsoever. And we're going to roll that down so it's nice and tight on the, oops, see, we got stuck. Okay, now we're going to cut them. As with our vinyl, we always test first to see that it's cut through. Okay, this one hasn't entirely cut through in some places. Let's see how much we can lift, because this looks like it is a, oh, it actually has, except for there. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. So we unload and we remove the faux leather. And I don't know if you can see that, but you now have some little bits where it's stuck to it. That's why I put something on, and also to help the faux leather stay down nicely. Now we're going to cut our next piece. Also roll this down nicely. Okay, let's test it, but I can already see it's cut through. There we are. So some people prefer to put it pretty side down. I prefer to do it this way, because if it doesn't cut through, I would rather that it doesn't cut through the bottom instead of the top that you're going to actually be seeing. So let's unload this and pack away the little beauty. So what you would do now, okay, so I don't throw away my faux leather. These I will keep. There's some really nice pieces here that I can use. So we have our pieces there. Now just have a look at the mat. Can you see that? That is actually like sticky stuff that would have got attached to your mat. Whereas now you're just going to peel that away. Some of it you can see it cut through, but look at that. Look at that. There's all your sticky yuckies and your mat is still good. So you can do this with any material that you find damages your mat, just to give your mat a little bit of life, really. That's all it's about. Okay, put our mat away and let's get ready to assemble. We have all of our supplies. So we have the glue gun that we're going to test on one. I also have this glue, Oohoo glue. Actually, I don't even know if it's UHU or Oohoo. I don't know. But I got this on Take-A-Lot. And I've always used this, so I want to test it with the glue gun, see how we do with that. I've also got some pegs, which will help you. I like these pegs, even for like hanging your clothes. These are bamboo pegs, and as you can see, they don't have ridges or anything, so they don't leave those sort of marks. I'm not sure what you want to call them. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually burn our faux leather. Now the trick is you want to do it quick enough to only burn the little pieces that are hanging off, but you don't actually want to burn your faux, and you don't want to leave black marks all over it. So you got to be pretty quick about it. It's just a quick little, you see, quick. And then we do the same for that side, quick. And that's just to give it a clean look. You see, this has little things on it. You just, and where there's big pieces, you can sort of press it in. It's just a very quick thing. Obviously, if you do it too long, your whole bow is going to go up in flames, and that's going to suck, so don't do that. Just very quick. And you kind of want to do it like that underneath, because you want it to sort of burn inwards. As you can see, that compared to that, this is much neater. So that's basically what we're doing. And this is what I was saying about, I prefer to do it pretty side up, because if it doesn't cut through, it's just the bottom that it's not coming through, and it's much easier to fix this than it is to fix the top cutting sort of skew, or whatever you want to say. Watch your fingers, obviously. I've burnt myself like 5 times today with hot water and hot coffee. I drank my coffee too fast and it burnt all the way down. It was horrible. So we're sort of going underneath. Just quick. Very quick. Okay, done. So we're going to start. These are just little single bows. So you can start by gluing these together, which I prefer to do. I prefer to glue these. Oh, this is going to be cute. Oh, these are going to be so cute. Okay. So I'm going to glue these together first. One is going to be with my glue, and the other one is going to be with the hot glue gun. So let's just get our bearings and see what we're doing. That will give us quite a large piece with the tail, and then this piece is going to go around like that. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. Or we can do it more out so that it just goes there. We obviously got to make sure, so that's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to do it like that. Gives you tabs to glue. Okay, so let's do it the way you're supposed to do it. Yes, that's cool. Okay, so we're going to get our glue. Line it up. This one needs a little bit more glue because now you're going to be doing 2 pieces. Make sure everything is straight. Look at it from the front, like there you can see that one would be sticking out a bit. And then this is the tricky part, actually getting it into the peg to dry, because you want it to be straight. Obviously you don't want it sticking out. And then we leave it to dry. Now we're going to try with the glue gun. Oh my goodness, I hope I don't burn my fingers off. Okay, so a little bit of glue. Oops. Line it up and press. Oopsie. So my glue gun's pretty cool. It doesn't really burn you. I don't know, it's super weird, but I'm not going to complain. Is that fine? Yep, that's fine. Oopsie. I think that was a bit much. Okay, line it up and press. So that one's definitely not lined up. Wow. Okay, now it is. So it looks like for the glue gun you won't need your pegs, but we're going to see if the end results of the glue gun actually works or if it looks horrible. Okay, then this guy goes onto here. So we're going to add another little bit. Oopsie. Just be careful because my glue gun just burnt my bow. So you don't need a lot of glue here. This is just to make sure it stays. Oopsie. When you wrap. Okay, and then our final piece would be this piece. So we're going to start here. Put some glue in the center. Make sure it's straight. Obviously, that's always key, making sure it's straight. Pull it around. So remember, I made these longer, so I can now trim it down to size where I feel comfortable with it. So there, I'm going to trim, oops, trim that one. And then this one will wrap around like so. Oh, I love it. It's so cute. I think these colors are great. Okay. Let's put our glue. Oops. Okay. Pull it around. And hold for it to dry. Like I said, my glue gun doesn't burn me for some reason. Maybe I'm just immune. Oh, and I'm getting glue. Look at this. Anyway, moving on. Okay. So I must admit the glue gun was really easy. Like there's no wait times or anything. So now we decide what size clip we want. I think I'm going to do one small one and one large one. I love these. These are so cute. There we are. Okay, so for this, you can apply it onto here or onto here. So I'm going to do both. Give it something extra to grab onto. Just make sure it still opens. Yes. Ah! That is too cute. And that was super quick as well. You can then again, where's my lighter? Oh no. Found it. You can also just make sure that there are no little pieces showing. And how cute is that little bow? Oh, I'm gonna wear this to work. I know I said school, but whatever. So what? Okay, let's check. That is somewhat dry. So far I am actually voting for the glue gun. Oopsie. To be honest. So far. I think it's just a lot less messy and a lot quicker. Okay, and then we gotta wait for this to dry again. Okay, so it hasn't dried completely. It's been about 5 minutes only. You can see it's still wet, but it's holding enough for me to do this section now. So we're going to put this right in the center because we don't want it to squish out the sides. In fact, I'm going to make it sticky like this and then add to the center. And we're going to do the same thing that we did with the previous one. Obviously, the only difference now is we're using glue instead of, let's do the bottom first. Just dollop that there. Oops. I'll end up burning the house down today. Okay, hold that in place. Oops. And snip this. There we are. Now let's just check, is everything still aligned? Yeah, so I think I definitely am voting for the glue gun because it's, oopsie, it's just so much easier. But obviously I would have to update you on whether or not it actually lasts. I've done these bows with the glue, and that seems to last well. Okay, let's have a look and see, is everything straight? Yes. Straighten it out a bit more. There we are. Oops. You see, it's so much easier with the glue gun actually because it immediately dries. And right now I'm battling with the fact that this is not dry, so everything is slipping and sliding out of place. Ah! Gosh. Okay, there. I think we got it. I think we got it. These are cute. These are real cute. Okay, I'm obviously going to have to wait for this to dry before I can apply the clip. Ah, look at that. I love this, and I love this color combination as well. Look how gorgeous that is. I'm going to use those. So I'm going to wait for this to dry, and then I'm going to apply my clip, but I am definitely going to use the glue gun for that. Previously I used resin. So remember what I told you about adapt and overcome. When you don't have something, make a plan. You can always figure something out. For this one, I might use the bigger clips. So the smaller clips are great for side bows, like if you want them on the side of your head, and then the bigger ones are obviously better for the back of your head. These really big ones are great for nice big bows for the back of your head. So I'm going to use this clip. Let's leave it there. I'm going to wait for it to dry. Once it's dry, I'm going to come back and we're going to apply that, and we're going to look at our end result. Okay, I'm back so that we can glue our final bow. So as you can see, compared to earlier, I now have a boo-boo on my finger. I was washing something and I cut myself. So with this one, we still need to trim it. So we're going to do that. Trim it. Okay, so as you can see, it's nice and glued, just like the other one. And we are going to use the glue gun to attach our what do you call it, our clip. Oh, I just dropped it. Oh no. So I hope the glue gun has heated up enough. Let's have a look and see. Yes, it has. So we obviously want enough glue on there to hold it in. I don't know if I've already said that. So I'm going to apply it. Oopsie. Let's just apply more. Okay, and then we're going to push that down. And this should hold nicely. Let's make sure it's centered, not going over the edges. That is gorgeous. Okay, let that cool down. We have glue everywhere. This is stunning. I love it. This faux is so pretty. Look at that. And there we have our bows. That is super, super simple. And I think this is going to hold. So I think you could use either. I mean, you can see that's pretty on there. I think personally I'm going to use the glue gun going forward because it was just so much quicker and so much easier. So while I was waiting for this to dry, I went and I started the curry and did like stuff around the house. So it took quite a while to dry. It is very, what do you call it, it is very strong. It does hold, but it just takes a lot of time. So if you can get the same result in a shorter amount of time, I would do that. So there is our clips, our little hair bow clips. You can obviously do this however you want. If you want to put it on a hairband, what you would do is before you put the clip on, you would actually put the hairband there and you would glue it around the hairband. So if you wanted to do that, you could. So if you have a Joy and you have been holding out on doing faux leather projects, you can completely do them. I've used the fine point blade with this faux leather paper thin setting. If it doesn't cut through completely, you can run it again. But I think it did an amazing job. I mean, look how clean that is. We cleaned it up with the lighter. And I personally love my little bows. I think they're so cute. So I got this faux leather from Craft Buddies. You can go and have a look at their store. They have so much faux leather. It's crazy. I could spend all day just buying stuff on Craft Buddies. But unfortunately, I'm not allowed to spend all my money there, apparently. So yeah, I would love to see what you make with faux leather. You can do earrings, you can do necklaces, you can do wallets, you can do all sorts of things. So have some fun with that, and don't forget to upload your pictures and let me see what you've done. Thanks so much for watching.